Okay, now that we talk about anything else besides the topic that we actually wanted to talk about. So now, how do we start with like getting into the topic, like finding like a serious transition from being all like happy and stuff? Because, and I think that's just like for the people then who might listen to this, the one of the people who listen to this, because when I asked on Facebook, right, for like if people have like experience with like depression or anything like this, and some people said like, yeah, I talked to you about it, and you were one of them, and I was like I know you for like 6 months now or so, maybe 7, and like in class you're always like very active, smiling, funny, joking around. I'm like, oh, all right, that's interesting. So like, it's just interesting, like it's not as you would imagine people with depression like being like in TV or in movies when they like, sit around and they're like
all the
like
time.
exactly. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So then I asked you a few questions to answer the questions, which will be like on the website as well. But now we talk here in real life, and obviously the first question that I asked already is like, how does someone get depression?
I think it depends, but like in the past, what is like your childhood, something like that. And for me, it's like it just happened. Like I don't even know when. It's like it's been collecting for a long time. For the past, like I always smile and I always be happy, and inside it's not just like that. Like I come home and feeling depressed, and one day it's like I can't take it anymore. I got insomnia. Like I can't sleep for like a year. And then I just can't stand it, and I have to. So I tell myself that I need to go to see the doctor.
Right.
And at that moment, I was like, my emotional is unstable.
Right.
Like I get pissed off so easy, and I'm so sensitive with my friend.
Right.
And that's why I think I need to go to the doctor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you made the decision by yourself, so not like your parents didn't say like you have to go.
No, and at first I like keep it secretly,
Right.
but my parents, I think my parents need to know why I have to. So I talk about the doctor, like that. Should I tell my parents or my close friend?
Right.
And the doctor said, yes, you should, because they will know that it's not what's wrong with me. It's like the chemical in the brain, it's changing. So they will have to like understand me more. But sometimes I don't want them to feel like I'm weird. Like,
Right. Okay.
I don't want them to feel like I'm crazy. So I try to tell them like, okay, this is major depressive disorder, and this is how to deal with it. And I tell them like so in detail, so they will understand more.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I hear it like a lot when I talk to others. That like my parents thought like mental health issue just means like you're crazy.
Yeah,
so that's
in Thailand it's like they don't care. Like they think if you go to like psycho or something, it's like you're crazy.
Yeah, those stereotypes.
Yeah.
Right. But then after you went and the doctor explained you the things, so then it also helped you to understand like why is it happening?
Yeah, I think I understand more about the depression, and when I take the medicine, it helps a lot.
Right.
And my friends also at first they don't understand me,
Right.
and they act like, what? Why do you have to behave like this?
Right.
Have I done anything wrong to you? Something like that. But I saw the article on Facebook, and I tagged them every time about the depression, this disorder, and make them read it.
Okay, so they will slowly understand.
Yeah, so they understand.
That's what happens. Yeah, it's interesting because I read an article like a week ago or so on Khao Sot, I think, where you say like in Thailand it's like more than 1 million teens like who suffer from from actually like depression, but yet nobody really talks about it. Or it's like not really accepted or anything. I told you the story before when we walked here, like about like this one place where I used to work, where like the teacher told like the student, "Hey, get over it," which is like unbelievable. But it still seems to be like still the case very often here, right?
Yeah, it's happened to me one time. Like, I said I need to go to see the doctor. I have the appointment,
Right.
but the teacher will be like, "It's not that important. Like, why would you go there? You can go after class or something like that. You cannot miss the class."
Right.
Yeah, the teacher will be like that.
Right, understand. Actually, I don't understand, but I mean, I understand that the teacher is saying that, but
Okay.
yeah, right. Weird. Okay, but then how long? Because I mean, for someone who hasn't had the experience, right? So you went to see the doctor, and then there's like you get some medicine, right?
Yeah, I went to see the doctor first time in July last year, and it's been like almost a year now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I get to talk with the doctor the
Right.
first time. Like, I don't know why, but I cried.
Okay.
And the doctor asked me anything, and that's made me cry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he digging into like the deep down of my heart, and he knows what's wrong with me.
Right.
Yeah.
So he wants to understand like where does it come from or something. Okay.
Yeah, so he gave me the medicine,
Right.
and I take it from now.
Okay. Okay. Do you also then have to still talk to people about it, or like have you there counselors or something, or talking with the doctor, or
Just the doctor.
Yeah.
Like every time I have an appointment,
Right.
at first they would be appointment like 1 month,
Okay.
and now it's like 2 months because I'm getting better.
Right. Sure. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Okay. And then also like now that you understand what's happening and you know okay it's getting better. How long did it take until like your friends understood it? Like after you checked them on Facebook all the time, and your family, like did they come around like easily, or did it take a while for them to understand?
Take a while.
Yeah.
Because Thailand is like Thai people doesn't understand really. They will be like, you just sad.
Right.
It's not depression. It's not that bad.
Right.
But my mom one day she just I don't know what after I told her this at first she just half believe half
Right.
yeah. And one day she just come to my bedroom and hug me.
Oh.
I don't know why. And she said she loved me. She understand now. I don't know what happened. I was like, what?
She saw your Facebook post.
Yeah. And she said like one of her friends at work facing the depression, and she her friend talked about her, and she understand more about me.
Okay.
At first she thought like it was nothing, but she now understands more.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. Because also like when I talk to others, it's like it usually takes like a long time for the family to understand, if at all. Sometimes it just.
Yeah.
But I also found out, and I'm not sure if like you have the similar experience. Like when I asked if I have some friends in my circle of friends who had the experience, like some people would send a message to me and say like, yeah, I've been sad a lot.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the
And I
same.
think that's where like people get like confused or have this wrong understanding. They think like, I've been sad, but then I got better. Why don't you get better? I think that's what people sometimes think. You know, that's the problem.
Like, oh, and like the one time my boyfriend said to me like, why don't you go to the temple? I was like, no, it does not help. And like, why don't you go meditation?
Right.
Why don't you listen to the monk and all kind of stuff? I mean, it doesn't help at all.
Right.
And it's like once I almost committed suicide. It's so sad, but it's like after that time, my boyfriend told me that why don't you think about your parents? I mean, it makes it worse. It's like I want to suicide one more time. I want to like just stay.
Right,
I don't want to leave, but I'm glad that I'm not.
Me too.
Yeah. I think about like it's okay for normal people, like when you feel sad or something, think about your parents, your friend, your boyfriend, maybe you might get better. But for the people with the disorder, it's not like that. Like everything you said, it's different in my brain. It's like it changed. It's make me like more pressure. It's, most of the time, I feel like worthless. I feel like, okay, I will be trouble for my parents if I'm not dying. I'll be that trouble, something like that.
Like a brother or something, and then
yeah. And the best way to do is like listen to me why I'm like feel sad or depressed. Like I want to talk to someone that understands, not like judging me.
Right, and not tell you go to the temple and just pray.
The worst.
I want to say it's not funny, but it's like interesting because many people say that. Like especially here, like I talk to like let's say 10 people about this, and almost everyone tells me someone in the family said like you should pray more or you should meditate.
Yeah,
it's like but that's because they probably don't understand like the difference between like being sad and not happy. Than to having like a disorder that doesn't allow you to be happy in that moment. And also like just thinking about parents and everything. Everyone says that as well, but like you said, it's just increased the pressure of them. So actually what people should do is just listen to you, be there.
Just be there for me and like just hug me or like make me feel love.
Right. I think you also in your when you sent me like the answers to the few questions that I sent you, I think you also wrote something like people should just treat me like a normal person. So sometimes people don't.
Sometimes it's like okay, they know that I'm facing with this disorder, and they will be like, oh, don't talk to her like that. Oh, you have to be nice to her. You have to because she have this disorder or something like that.
Again. Don't talk to her. Okay.
I will feel like why? I just want to be normal. At least I try.
Right. Of course.
Just don't treat me like too special. Like just understand me. Yeah.
All right. Interesting that people like have the imagination. They think like, oh, I have to treat her differently. Weird. I mean, at least somehow try to be considerate, but then still, it shows they don't understand like what's happening. What do you think? Like, what has to change? Like, if people understand it better, or that it's like more accepted.
I think people need to find more information about it. Like some people just sad and they think they are facing through this depression, and I think people they have to find more information, and if you're not sure, then go to the doctor. They will
I think like just going to the doctor is probably not easy for many people. How was it for you?
It takes a while for me. But at first I do the test I don't know what it is called, but it's the test to check that are you in the depression state or something. And my result has gone bad, so I'm really thinking about go to the doctor.
Okay. I think because if you tell someone I'm going to the doctor because I think I might have depressive disorder, and others will like judge you, and that's why many people don't do that. So I think like this stigma of like going to the doctor is bad. This should be like it should change. Like you shouldn't be afraid to go to the doctor. If you don't feel well, go to the doctor and check, right? So there shouldn't be a big deal. It's like when you're sick and you go to the doctor. Exactly. Actually, I saw like a quote like this on Twitter the other day, and I thought about it because one guy wrote. He said like, so if for people who don't understand like depressive disorder, it's like if you break your leg, but then you are too scared to go to the doctor. It's like it doesn't make sense, right? So if you have other problems, go to the doctor. There shouldn't be any judgment or anything. But I think that probably takes like a while until this actually changes, especially like in a culture like this where it's like.
And it's Thailand.
Don't be so negative about your home country. I like Thailand.
Okay.
I need my visa. No, it's a culture, so it's just a cultural thing that people are that open about like their personal problems, I think. And but we're changing that right now, right? So is there, because you said like when it got really bad, right?
Yeah.
What actually like, is there like a specific thing that you think, okay, that made it better, or you were just lucky that you didn't do anything that was worse? Like you said, like it got really bad, and you were like super sad, and you thought about suicide.
Yeah.
What made it better?
What made me better?
Or like what prevented you from?
Okay. So it's like when I'm thinking about it, I try not to think about it,
Okay.
but it doesn't help.
Right.
So when I'm thinking about it, I will do something suddenly, like right away. When I'm thinking about it, okay, watch movie, watch series, talk with friends.
Okay.
But at first it's hard. So at first I couldn't control myself. It's like I went out, but it's like unconscious.
Oh, okay.
I hurt myself, but I didn't feel anything.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like unconscious when I do that, and I just know myself when I already did it, and I tell myself not to do it again. Like, and I tell like my close friend and my boyfriend, like whenever I feel like so depressive, like really bad, I will tell them first, and they will talk to me or whatever.
Okay, good. So, but it's good that you actually like know what's happening more or less. You say, okay, I'm depressed right now, so So people talk to me. I need to do something.
Yeah, because if I like alone with myself and not talk to anyone and be sad, be depressive, and it will come back.
Right.
Every time. Yeah.
Okay. Is there like, I know that's a stupid question, but just to understand a little bit more.
Okay.
How do I phrase it? Wait. How do I ask it? That it comes like suddenly, right? There's no like you can't say, okay, I'm feeling slowly, like I'm getting slowly sad. I don't know, it comes like suddenly, the sadness.
Sometimes it have like a trigger, like some specific situation, like just some word or my friend or someone. It can be like they say just one word, and it like suddenly,
that makes sense.
Yeah, and when I'm thinking back about it, it's just nothing. The word that they say, but at that time, it's like the most hurtful word in the world. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh. Okay. I'm just thinking about it. I guess very interesting and like, but then afterwards, okay, you try then to talk to people, have people talk to you, and maybe distract you, like that, watch a movie or do something.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So you realize that, okay. Then what kind of medicine is there actually? What kind of medicine do you have to take? I really have no idea about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious.
So I have at first the doctor said take just half of it. What is it called?
The tablet or
half of the pill.
Right.
Yeah, at first, but I didn't get any better, so it's increased like 1.
Right.
And then now I have to take like 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and before I go to sleep, I have to take another medicine.
Okay.
And I think it's helped a lot when I take 2 medicine. Yeah, it's like my emotional is more stable.
Okay.
I don't feel much sensitive than before. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Huh. Okay. And then when you go to the doctor every 2 months, right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he kind of like checks again what's happening and everything. And,
yeah. It's just like normal talk.
Right, sure.
Like,
just to see how you're doing.
How's going? Yeah.
Okay. Doctors have a nice job, right? Just talk to people. Okay. Interesting. Do you, how to say that?
Just say it. It's okay.
I've been in Thailand for too long. I can just say it. I'm feeling cranky and everything, and cannot be direct. No, but did like having depression like somehow got you into like difficult situations with like not only probably with your boyfriend, because when he tells you to go to the temple, you're like
yeah.
But you're still together, so I mean, it can be
Yeah.
it can be that bad. What did it like somehow, I don't know, influence your studies or the relationship with your family, like in whatever way?
Or at first, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in my class, I try to understand, but I'm not like really understand. Like I receive only 60% of information.
Oh.
It's like in my head. It's like not about the class,
All right.
but I try so hard like to focus, but sometimes
Sitting in the first row and
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah. And my friend like, oh, we had a fight. It's not really a fight. It's like I don't want to be with my friend. I want to be alone all the time. But my friend would be like, "What's wrong with me? Like, why do you have to separate?"
Yeah.
Something like that. But when I tell them that I have this depression,
Right.
and they try to understand more about me, and it's like I will be more sensitive in like anything they say.
Right.
Yeah, so it's difficult at first, but once they understand you, it's like easy.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
my family, I think I'm lucky that I have my mom that she'll be like teenage. She'll be like
Okay.
she doesn't act like the old mom, something like that. So she understands
Shout
me.
out to the cool mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Okay, that's nice. So she's actually like on board. She came around and understands what's happening and stuff. Okay, that's cool. Okay, nice. I mean, that she understands.
Oh, and as you see that I do a lot of activity.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the most active person I know. I guess you're like everywhere.
Yeah. At first, I do the MC, right?
Right.
It's difficult at first because I have to practice a lot, like until 1 a.m.
All right.
and I didn't have my medicine on time. And
Okay.
at first, I have a little trouble with that.
Okay.
I have like emotional,
Right.
and it's hard for me to focus to be in MC.
Oh, okay.
And one time I went on the Freshie Night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to be smile on the stage, and it's like when it's on the break, I just come off the stage and I have to cry
Of course.
backstage, and then
Alright.
it's like I have a break like only 15 minutes, and I have to finish myself. And okay, I'm not crying.
Finish crying now.
Yeah, and I have to be on stage again and have to smile. It's
Okay.
like acting, but
Right.
I have to do it.
Okay.
But then when I come back home that night, I feel
Exhausting, right?
sad. Yeah,
Yeah, because you have to like act like everything is fine.
yeah,
I understand. Oh, that sounds terrible.
yeah.
Right.
It's hard for me.
Right.
But when I pass through all of it, I think everything will be more easy now. Maybe.
Because what doesn't kill you makes
Yeah.
you stronger.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Okay. Yeah. That's interesting though. Because I think that I'm thinking about it right now. I think it's like really tough because you feel like sad, and then you have to be like, hey, yo, everything's cool. I'm the MC, right? Yeah. But what else are you doing actually? Like so you're MCing.
Mhm.
Then you said you're doing like you also MC like when you get hired or something somewhere, right? When someone needs someone to talk English.
Oh yeah, it's like
So hire her. So
Yeah.
right.
it's like English MC,
Right.
and then I have worked with the food company. Like they need a person to talking in English, and they sell stuff for
Right.
foreigner. So I need to speak English for them.
Right. Okay. And she's a famous vlogger.
Yeah.
And the videos are much better edited than mine. So, right. When I saw it, like your first video that you did in English for like when I asked you to, I thought like that looks like she's did this before. Let's check out YouTube. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so like you're super active. Like that's why actually like I think people wouldn't guess that you're not always that happy and smiley and active all the time because
Yeah.
you do so many things.
Most of people would think like people with this disorder will be sad all the
Right.
time, will be alone, but I think it's not. It's like the normal person in like daytime or when they're meeting person,
Yeah.
but like when they're alone, it's like different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes when you're alone. Yeah, right. That's why maybe you don't want to be alone, right? So because then oh, if I'm alone, maybe. What would you recommend people who think like maybe I'm like in that spectrum, maybe I suffer from depression disorder, or maybe not, I'm not sure. Like people who are not really sure what to do, what would you tell them? What's like the first thing they should do?
I think if you're like depressed for just 1 day or 2 days, that might not be
Right.
but just observe yourself like for a month or 2 months, and if you're not getting any better, just try to take a test
Right.
on it's had on Google about the depression.
Yeah.
And try to understand more, watch a video about the depression, and if it's not getting any better, you should go to see the doctor.
Right. So don't be scared to
Yeah.
see the doctor, right? Yeah. I remember like so I'm from Germany, right? So in Germany, like a few years ago, we had like a very famous case of like the very famous like soccer player, like was the national goalie for our German football team. He committed suicide because he was suffering from depression for like 30 years or something. Then he just couldn't take it anymore, and he had like a wife, he had 2 kids. So everybody was like, "Oh my God, what's happening? Like, why didn't he think about his family?" So basically what you said before, right? And then it became like a big thing in Germany for people to talk about it. And now last year we had like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park was like a very, very famous example, also with like wife and 3, 4, 5, lots of kids at home, and everybody's like, why doesn't he think about his wife and the family?
Yeah.
So this pressure apparently doesn't help. Now I wonder, here in Thailand, are there any celebrities, famous people who are out there openly saying like, I suffer from depressive disorder, and you people need to be aware of that, or it's not really a thing?
I think I have heard that some celebrity in Thailand said that too, but some people, like, when they said it on Facebook, the comment section, they'll be like, no, you're not. Like they don't believe it.
Right.
But some people understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Or they're like, oh no, you're just acting, or you're just want to raise awareness, but actually you're not. I don't believe. Okay. That's interesting. So people don't really want to believe it, probably also. They want to ignore, like, it's like, if you ignore it long enough, it will go away. That's what people think, I guess.
But some people when they do something wrong for the public, they will be like, oh, I have the major depressive disorder, don't blame me. But it's like, no.
Right.
Yeah. And there will be like it will be more difficult for people who really suffer from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, right? So because then people like know the fake one, and they don't take it serious anymore. That is true, actually. I think also, unfortunately, by now, because it becomes a bit more popular, at least like in the West, we talk more about it, but now here slowly too. So sometimes then people, they diagnose themselves too easily. They're like, okay, I've been sad for 3 days now.
Yeah.
I've got depressive disorder. You need to be nice to me.
Yeah, but it's not really. It's like people with the depression, like me. I don't want people to treat me like.
Exactly, you wouldn't go and say like, hey, you need to take care of me. You need to be nice to me because you don't want to be treated special.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody I talked to said. Like, I don't want to be special. I just want to live my life. Just come on.
Yeah.
Right.
But fake people are just like, oh, treat me nice. I'm with the depression or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it right now. That makes it more difficult because then you know someone who's always like, treat me nicely because I have depression, and like, oh man. And then you maybe don't really care about the people who would actually need your sympathy. Or, people. Okay. So what do you think? Like the awareness needs to rise, right? More people need to be aware of it. So would you suggest like others to like say, hey, be more active, talk about it?
Like people with depression?
Yeah, like no, you said that you should go to a doctor, right? But should they like? Did it help you to like let your friends know? Is it?
I think it depends on
what
kind of friend you got.
Okay, so close friends, really good friends.
Yeah,
not just,
if your friend is good, they will understand. And like some of the parents, they're not like my mom that will understand. Some of the parents maybe just don't care.
Right.
And
But I mean, we should care about the children, right?
yeah.
But so then, do you keep it a secret from others when you meet, or do you? Let's say you work regularly with like for a certain company or something. Will they know at some point, or you wouldn't?
And for the company I work with, I would not say that
Right.
because they might not understand.
Right.
Because I can work as a normal person.
Of course.
So I don't want
You
them
don't
to
need
see
special
like
treatment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But for my close friend,
Right.
I will.
And now that maybe like 20 people watch that video and listen to you, what?
It's okay.
Those 20 people are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you don't have a problem with people saying, "Oh, okay, I know that she's suffering from this," or they ask you
No.
questions or something.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
I want to raise more awareness,
Right.
so like they can ask me about it.
Right.
Like, yeah, I have friends that ask me like, she wants to know like if she got in any depression, and I suggest her like what is the first step you will like,
Right.
and what you should do, and
Right.
that
Okay.
kind of stuff.
So it's like, okay. So if someone asks questions or feels like I'm not sure, and they see you somewhere, they can ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, counselor.
And I will be glad to help them.
Right. You're still like all smiles and stuff. I like that you're like. No, it's good. It's good because then actually like I said, like people always imagine like those sadness, those dark clouds and stuff. But it's nice to.
Now I'd like try to change myself. Like
Right.
I want to smile often, even if outside. I think I will feel it inside.
Oh, okay.
If-
So you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel like kind of like what you want to feel, like you want to be happy and you want to be like okay.
Yeah. At first it might not be okay, but
Right.
when I do it for a long time, like I try to be positive.
Right.
Like at first I be like mostly negative, and when I try to be positive, sometimes at first it's not really what I think, but it's like it had been a long time and I get used to it, and my mind really be positive
Oh, okay.
like that.
All right. I still cannot imagine you as a negative person, but I'm glad that it works. So that's actually like one thing you try actively is like to be more positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you don't have to like with the depression all the time. You like if you try to be happy, you'll be happy.
Okay. That's actually good advice, I think. So that you just try to be more positive, and maybe the negative thoughts don't come as easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other advice you would want to give, or anything you want to let the people know?
Oh, and people who like sometimes like the Chester Linkin Park,
Right.
like people who want to suicide themselves, it's not like because they don't care about their family, their parents or anything. It's like they think like if they die, it will be
Better for them. I think that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they will be happy if they die.
Right.
It's not like they don't care,
Right.
and it's not like killing themselves for attention, but it's like they care only like it will be happy for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, like killing yourself to get attention is stupid because
Yeah.
then you're dead when you get attention. So
Yeah.
no, of course, like I think they think because they're too much of a burden for their family, and that's why they want to end it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's different. That's important for most people to understand. That it's like not a selfish act.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we should think about that. I'm thinking if I have to ask you something else. Because usually the questions come when I stop the camera and I'm like, oh, I should have asked you this. But I think that covers most of it. We talked like how did it happen, like what you're doing, your recommendations. Okay. Do you think actually like when like celebrities kill themselves, does it raise awareness? Or do you think that like with Chester Bennington, for example, like because I'm a big Linkin Park fan, so I was like, shit, and then I actually I started to read more about it actually. But do you think that the like this short hype afterwards, like also when something happens, it's a short hype, right? People like, oh my god, but then it like disappears again.
Yeah. I think it's like it will be like hot issue for a while,
Right, exactly.
a little while, and then they just like
It's like, oh whatever.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. Uh, uh, are there any like hotlines or any like help telephones in Thailand actually? Like, because I know that from back home.
1323, I think.
Okay.
But I never tried. But my friend have tried,
Okay.
and it's like they have very good advice.
Okay.
They talk with my friend like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone feels like that, they can call and get some advice there. And
I think it's
good.
good for some people who feel sad or depressed, and they give very good advice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. There's something like this. 1323.
1323.
1323. Okay.
Yeah.
We should have it on the video. Okay. 1323. That's cool. Okay. Okay. I think my questions that I have in my mind, I'm getting older, but I think that's all I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Did I forget anything? Is there anything that we should shout out to the world?
I think we cover.
Right? Yeah. Okay. For those people who know someone with depression, don't be dicks. Don't tell them to meditate or pray or get over it, because that's not how it works.
Just listen to them.
Listen to them, be there for them,
Yeah.
but don't treat them differently. Just treat them like normal people. Okay,